What's up, nail geeks? Today I have Cirque Colors Celestial Trio to share with you guys today, as well as 3 creams that will be up for sale this month for February. These were sent to me for review, and I will also have an additional blog post to pair along with this video. So let's get started. First up, I'm going to go over the Celestial collection, and I'm going to save the creams for last, and I will also link you guys below to the shop. First up, we have Luna. Official description is a thermal nail polish that changes to dark violet when cold and turquoise when warm. It features teal shimmer and delicate holographic sparkle. So for the entire trio, as well as the creams that I was sent for reviewing, I went ahead and switched up my setup a little bit. I'm actually in the middle of completely revamping my setup. I'm hoping it's going to be for the better. But to start off with, I'm doing all of these over that white background on a nail mat. I was a little worried because these are all in the purple and blue family, and I wanted to get them as color accurate as possible. So for Luna, the formula on it feels kind of like almost like a crelly type. It definitely has that typical thermal property to it where it does dry down quite a bit matte. So personally, I would recommend a good glossy top coat, and you're going to get that shimmer and the little holographic sparkles to just really pop. Now on this one, I did take it to 2 coats. I think for all 3 of these, you can have full opacity at 2 coats. I will show you on the next one the full opacity at 3 coats because I went in a little thin. But for this one, 2 coats for all 3, and I think you're good to go. Now I'm going over it with a glossy top coat, and you'll just see that shimmer really pop. This one is absolutely hands down gorgeous. The warm state in it is this lovely, very vibrant, bright turquoise, very flattering, and the cool state is a cool toned purpley shade, almost like a blurple, and the shimmer is so incredibly strong in both states, but it really pops on the cool state. And here I'm going in with my ultra high-tech hair dryer to kind of show you guys the transition from cold to warm. The next polish in the Celestial collection is Terra. Official description is a thermal nail polish that changes to purple when cold and light blue when warm. It features strong copper shimmer and delicate holographic sparkle. So this was the one I decided to take it up to 3 coats. I think if I went a little heavy-handed, I could probably get away with 2 coats, but this one felt just a little bit more on the jelly side to me. It could be due to the pigments or what have you, but just know if you go in a little heavy, you could probably get away with 2 coats. Personally, given that very strong copper shimmer in here, I wanted to build it up and really have it pop. So I think 3 thin coats are really going to flatter this one. So the warm state on this one is a little bit more of just a slightly darker blue. It's not as neon and vibrant as the warm state for Luna. So this one reminds me of a lovely, like a dusky night sky almost, like just right at sunset, just super pretty. And the shimmer in this also pops incredibly well on both states. Now the scattered sparkle here, this one is across the board for all 3. They all contain it. It gives a really nice, very fine twinkle overall. It's the type of holographic sparkle that I would consider a really just like a finely milled type. So you'll see it on the full mani shot. It just gives you a subtle but still really in your face kind of twinkle overall. I had no problems with those. They don't give any texture or anything. Everything's smooth sailing. And as you're seeing here with the glossy top coat, this one also dries down quite a bit matte. So I think it would look fantastic matte. However, if you've been watching my videos, I will almost always hands down go with a glossy top coat. So as you're seeing here, that beautiful cold state is just a really nice, rich, vibrant purple. And that there's also kind of like a medium in-between state that's kind of like a purpley blue. And then here, high-tech hair dryer, you're going to see that lovely, that kind of dusky blue state. Overall, just super flattering. I don't think I could pick a favorite with the 3 of them. They're all just so very flattering. I will do a comparison shot at the end of the next polish so you guys can see them all together. So the third polish in the Celestial collection is Soul. Official description is a thermal polish that changes to purple when cold and baby pink when warm. It features a vibrant pink shimmer and delicate holographic sparkle. So this one, I did take it to 2 coats for opacity. This one does feel quite a bit like Luna. Like I said, Terra just felt just a touch more on the kind of jelly side, kind of bordering there. So this one is crazy on the shimmer as well. It flatters both states very nicely. And here on this first coat, you're seeing it kind of in this in-between state. It does get just a touch darker purple, and then in the warm state, it's a really lovely baby pink. I think if you've got warm undertones like myself, it's all of these, all 3 will absolutely flatter you, no problem whatsoever. So here you're seeing I did accidentally go in just a touch heavy on my brush strokes on this second coat, but I kind of dusted off the extra polish on the brush, and so that's what you're seeing here is me just going in and kind of taking off the excess and evening everything out. So on here, once again, you're seeing it looks a little bit matte, and then on that warm state, you can see it here. If you've got some free edge, you're going to see that lovely purpley tip there. Super reactive. Overall, I had a bit of trouble with all 3 of these because they were so reactive. So I think this time of year, I know a lot of us in the States were having crazy weather, whether it's super cold or super warm. And I think you're going to see a really nice transition, even if you're coming from indoors to outdoors or what have you. Just very, very reactive on all 3. And here with the hairdryer, you're going to see it in its very warm, hot state. It's a lovely, kind of almost pastel-y type of baby pink. I really love this shade of pink. I don't think you can go wrong with it personally. It's one of my favorite shades. And then you can kind of see that twinkle a little bit. I feel like it's being a little bit shy on that full hand shot, but it's definitely there. Just a nice overall soft sparkle. And here I'm showing you guys the comparison shot because I'll be honest, when I first got them out of my blogger box, I thought, okay, some of these look kind of similar, but they are definitely not. You can see them all here. I will have the actual picture of this on my blog post so you can actually see which is which. So here we start with the creams. The first cream I have to show you guys is Bond Street. Official description is a rich berry pink cream. So in person, this is what I would consider almost like a rich kind of darkened fuchsia, in my opinion. It's definitely in the berry family. I feel like here you're kind of seeing it color accurate, I dare say. I think my swatch photos that are on my blog post are kind of leaning a little more pink on my monitor, so I was kind of panicky about that, but I think on the video it's giving you a little bit of a better representation. So just note my swatches are a little bit more pinky. This is definitely a berry, a true berry, what I would describe. Formula on it feels like a lovely creamy feel during application. The brush strokes are super satisfying when you're applying, and there's a very strong self-leveling factor with these too. I do enjoy a good cream, and you cannot go wrong with these. As you're seeing on the application video here, I had no issues whatsoever with it, and it built up just crazy fast for me. I have a good glossy top coat with it, and you're good to go. On that second coat with this one, you're going to see that nice plump gel kind of look to it. So very, very flattering. I think any skin tone could really pull this one off, especially given for February's month. The second cream I have to show you guys is Velvet Underground. Official description is a lush dark violet cream. So here I think this is pretty color accurate. I would describe it as a very grapey like purple, but it's very, very dark and very vampy. In person you can definitely tell that it's purple, but there is almost like a blackened tone to it when you're in indoor lights or, you know, kind of dimmer lights, but just really nice overall formula. Now the application on the brush strokes, to me, this one kind of felt like Bond Street. It has that really nice, rich feeling during application. It just self-leveled like crazy. I mean, if you're a beginner painter or what have you, and you're just now getting into polish and you're kind of figuring out how you should apply and whatnot, this is another set of creams I would highly recommend. It definitely is very forgiving, especially after your top coat. If you go over an area too thick or too thin, I think you're going to be just fine after you top coat. I think all of these also would look fantastic matted, but I'm always going to be a little bit biased. I do like my glossy creams. The final polish I have to show you guys today is the Devil Wears Cert Colors, which I adore that name. Official description is a classic medium red cream. So if in my previous videos, if you've been watching them, I am a little picky on reds because I'm very warm toned. This one is insanely flattering, you guys. This is a more of a cool toned type red, very vampy, but just brilliant in overall tone. Now this one, compared to Velvet Underground and Bond Street, this one does have a little bit more of almost like a jelly feel during application. So I'm going to put it out there, this one would be opaque in 2 to 3 coats. Now I had full opacity at 2 coats here. Depending on your nail length and your application type and whatnot, you may need to go to 3 coats. So I'm going to say 2 to 3 coats overall for this one, but I had no issues, as you're seeing here, whatsoever going to 2 coats. Now I will say on this one I did have a few moments where I was trying to really quickly swatch these, and I did get a little bit of red on my cuticle line, so I went in there to clean up. I will say that I didn't have any staining problems with it on that, so you're smooth sailing on this one as well. Just a really nice cool toned red, very, very flattering. Now Cirque Colors will be having a sale on their purple and pink shades for the month of February. From February 6th through the 28th, you can get 20% off on the pink and purple creams and any other colors. The promo will expire February 28th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. There's no code necessary. The site's already got them marked down, so you're good to go on that. And the Celestial collection just launched within this last week, so those are already on the site as well. Once again, I'll have that blog post posted below so you guys can check it out if you wanted to see my swatches and my written review. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.